Up next, the Lakers take it on the Bulls. For the Lakers, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy. They've worked for it. Bulls, Lakers on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Valentine's Day with us. We've got a match made in heaven coming your way on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jalen Duren.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. And for Chicago, Topic out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's OG Anunoby, then there's Jalen Duren, and it's Bryant in at the power forward position. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, BA, health is number one for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
So the Lakers win the tip. Here's Boozer. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad. Now Anunoby. Pass to Topic. Just 5 on the clock. There's Ball with a 3. Gets the 3-ball to go.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Boozer. And there's the screen. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Here's Chicago now. Here's Topic. His last outing, he had 20. Outside Anunoby. Fires from deep. Doesn't go that time. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Bryant outside. 4-3. The shot misses. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled into every crowd.
Now here's Bryant. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Duren with it, and it's Dort picking him up. And Ball with the basket. The assist by Duren. Ball's got 5 now.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Pass to Boozer. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Duren with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Knocked loose and stolen by Anthony. Pass to Dort. Out to Anthony. Back to Dort. And here's Anthony to the inside. Here's Boozer. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Topic. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. 3-on-3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
There's Ball with a 3. Bryant outside. Back to Ball. Deflected. Anthony right side. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Dort for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves.
And time for the power rankings. Latter half of February. Fascinating to see where teams stack up during this part of the season. You look at Sacramento, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for the Lakers, they've been such a welcome surprise. Not many people thought they could be this good, but they continue to relish the role of underdog.
The Bulls trail by 4. Ball finds Duren.
Lakers foul. Number 3. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Anunoby. Bryant outside to halt the run. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Pass to Anthony. Here's Boozer. Uses the glass on the layup. Boozer's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Ball passes to Anunoby. Pulls it in from the elbow, and he hits the jumper for 2. The Lakers in the lead. Takes it inside. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
And Ball will bring it up here for the Chicago Bulls. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
Clock is at 3. And here's Bryant outside. He can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Bulls trail by 5. To the paint. Here's Duren. Off target at the rim. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Beyond the arc. Topic grabs the miss. The Bulls have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Bryant, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Topic. Dort defending. From the stripe. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Lakers lead by 5. Here's Boozer. Out to Anthony. Tries again. Can't get the layup. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Topic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Cole Anthony.
It goes on Cole Anthony.
Personal foul.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. He does not get the second one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Stokes, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Down low, and stolen by Anthony. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Up the floor. Here's Buzelis, covered by Johnson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good. Bryant. And both free throws good for Bryant.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at Chicago, a really frustrating season for them. They're looking forward to the draft. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Here's Stokes. Pass to Jenkins. Over Duran. And he misses his first shot.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And here's Anthony. He's scoreless. And Anthony slams it in.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Houston passes to Johnson. Here's Stokes. Excellent D there from Bryant. For Chicago, they've got 6 of 14 in so far. Pass to Duran. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duran is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Dort, he's checked in for Anthony. And Duran drops them both. And it's Dort with the ball for the Lakers. Here's Stokes. Against Sacramento, he was really on his game. Pass to Houston. Buries it down low. Here's Jamison, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. To the middle. Here's Buzelis, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Here's Stokes. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 4 rebounds now. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the bucket is good.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Pass to Jenkins. Here's Stokes. With some arc. Here's Jenkins, covered by Duran. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. "15 seconds left in the first. Back to Dort. That'll count. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Bulls out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And as our coverage continues, happy Valentine's Day again to everyone out there. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
We've got Buzelis, and it's Jamison in a shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Fires at the elbow. Good on the jump shot. And the Bulls lead by 4. Here's Dort. Pass to Houston. Dort outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
To the paint. Here's Topic. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now it's a 6-point Chicago lead.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Down low. The shot by Dort, no good. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Buzelis, giving them some nice offensive production with 13 points a game. They set the screen. Fires from the wing. Boozer grabs the board.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Okay, knockout!
Man!
Wow! And that one is hammered home!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. last month, these are the highest scoring teams in the NBA. The Lakers, number 1.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Pass to Topic. Now here's Anunoby. Inside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That one's off.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Lakers trail by 5. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Pass to Topic from the arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job. Oh, yes!
Whoa.
Throw it down!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's Topic. He's guarded by Anthony. Pass to Topic. Over Anthony. Topic, no good. Lakers trail by 6. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Stokes, and he drives in. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Picked his pocket. Here's Houston. No one near him. Here's Boozer. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
The Bulls have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Anunoby, a screen on Anthony. Topic for 3. They get it back. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Brenner.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Stokes. Back to Anthony. Oh, deflected. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Looking at the Lakers, a fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference.
When I look at the Lakers, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Ellis is checked in for Chicago. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Boozer. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Bulls leading by 3. Outside Anunoby from outside the arc. And again, no good by Chicago.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Houston, no good. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And that one's good. Topic. Now here's Anthony, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. They set a pick. This one for 3. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Topic. Back to Bryant. Here's Topic. Launches a 3. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. Bryant's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. To the inside. The shot by Buzel is no good. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Boozer. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Bryant with it. Down low. Here's Buzelis. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Taking a look at some numbers here for him.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Lakers trail by 8. Out to Anthony. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Anthony's gotten his second bucket on the night.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Anthony against Ball. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Cole Anthony.
Ball seeks out contact sometimes, which means defenses have to guard him. Very carefully.
LaMelo Ball taking 2 shots.
And so Ball nails both of them.
You gotta respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
Anthony, the pass to Johnson. Here's Houston. Pass to Jenkins. Intercepted. Here's Bryant. Softly drops in the floater. Bryant's got 7 points in the game.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who keeps things moving. And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Ball. screen. 6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Shot from the wing. Anthony grabs the board. Lakers trail by 9. Here's Stokes, pounded by Ball. With the floater, Houston unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Bryant. Pass to Ball. A minute 15 left in the first half. They get it again. Here's the second effort, and it's Bryant laying it in. Bryant's gotten 4 this quarter.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of slide.
Oh, my goodness.
How
Wow.
about that?
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Chicago leading by 9. Here's Bryant. Jenkins with a rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Tipped away. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And Los Angeles making a change here. Chicago has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. There's Ball with a 3. He can't hit that time. Pass to Anthony. Tipped. And so it's Chicago ending the... Quarter up 10, just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings. Now, fellas, what is it that separates these teams at the top of the power rankings?
Well, we all know you have to have star power, but a lot of it has to do with how much the others are contributing.
Man, I hate that term. Calling them the other devalues their impact, Shaq.
You're just saying that because you were a great other.
Hey, be nice.
I said he was a great other,
Let's
Ernie.
put this
Hey,
behind
listen,
us and
other-
turn the other cheek,
Ooh.
if you will. See what I did there, Shaq?
I
The
see, I
other.
see.
It's a gift. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Chicago Bulls.
They've been fearless tonight. That kind of attitude becomes contagious. I mean, look how many times they've gotten to the stripe.
Yeah, I mean, they brought their gear. They've been camping out at the line all night. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Chicago leading by 10. on the court for the Lakers. Pass to Topic. Oh, there's the alley! And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Here are some of the best and most intelligent shooters in the association. Fourth, Jalen Duren.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
Pass to Anunoby, and he drops it in from the low post.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. He has 6.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Well, the Bulls shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Ball outside. Pass to Topic. Anunoby on the wing. And it's off from three-point range.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
And so the ball out of bounds. Topic touched it last.
Los Angeles ball.
And a moment to check out who the Los Angeles Lakers have coming up. On Friday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 10-point lead. Duren finds Bryant. Back to Duren. Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Topic. Just 5 to shoot. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Ball outside. Here's Bryant. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Bryant's got 11 points.
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide open guy.
Pass to Boozer. Launches it. Excellent D there from Bryant. Bulls leading by 10. Ball outside. Now here's Bryant. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Here's Stokes. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Duren, the pass to Ball. Duren, the screen. Can't hit that one. Lakers trail by 8. Out to the right wing. Here's Stokes. That three's off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Topic. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
It's a great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Nice drive. It's all good. Let's hear it for all our dancers.
Here's Ball. He has 7. And there's the lob. Stolen. Pass to Boozer. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Boozer. One shot.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Lakers foul. Stokes. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Bryant, the pass to Anunoby. And here's Duran. Shot clock at 6. Ball. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Boozer, covered by Bryant. The shot's good. And now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Bryant outside.
Lakers foul. Boozer. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Duran finds Anunoby. Bryant outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Duran. No good again that time. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Boozer. Chicago with a rebound. Bryant's got 9 rebounds now. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Lakers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Stokes misses. Chicago leading by 3. Bryant outside. Pass to Duran. Left block shot on the way. Misses in close. And it's Dort with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
Ellis is checked in for Anunoby. Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And while we have a chance, the 2K leaderboard showing the NBA's best when it comes to steals. In third, the Bulls.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Here's Topic. 11 points in the game. Ball outside. Pass to Topic. Got a hand on it. Here's Boozer. For the lead. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Boozer's got 7 points here in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Johnson on the wing. Pass to Boozer. Over to the left wing. Duran with a steal. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's Boozellis. Bryant outside. Ball outside. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Bryant. From deep. Dort grabs the miss.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
They double him with Duran. Here's Boozer. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Boozer at the line for 2.
And he drops the first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Here's Topic. 11 points in the game. Now Ball, and he lobs it up. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Five on the clock. To the paint. Kicks it out to Bryant. Three-pointer. On target from range. Bryant's got 14 points.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Here's Boozer. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Chicago leading. Here's Ball. Ball in the paint.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams making substitutions here. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Stokes. 9 points in the game.
Powerful.
Yes! Oh, out of this world reverse jam. Nice.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Topic. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. It's not going to go for him. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Yep, count it. He's got 10. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third. The Lakers in the lead. There's the drive, and he dunks it down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. 51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Yes, it's good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Stokes. 11 points in the game. Fires for 3. Ellis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Buries it from 3. And the Bulls lead by 2.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Johnson. His first shot attempt. The shot that time not on target. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we... Still got a close one. It's the Bulls up by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. We've got Buzelis, and it's Jamison in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles. Stokes at the line for 1.
And that one misses. And here's Bryant. Outside Anunoby. Here's the screen by Bryant. Pulls it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hoosier's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Fades and shoots, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. 3-pointer. Not on target. 4 for 9 in this one. Well, Los Angeles shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. To the right side. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Chicago trailing here. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. To the wing, right side. 3-pointer, Buzelis. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And here are the Lakers. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Jamison. And again, no good by Chicago. Pass to Dort. Here's Boozer, covered by Bryant. Here's Boozer. Stolen by Anunoby. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Here's Jamison. Here's Buzelis to snap to Cold Street. Yes, sir, and it's Bryant picking up the assist. Bryant's got assist number 5 here tonight. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Stokes. The 3 is up. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got rebound number 11. Pass to Jamison. Outside Anunoby. Inside. Here's Buzelis. Rebound, the Lakers. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Boozer. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Shots blocked. And they'll keep possession. Here's Jamison. No good with the triple.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
To the middle. Pass to Boozer. Outside for Dort. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number 1 reason why they're winning right now.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
It's time for the Coolest Crew and the 3-1-2. It's time to get out for your 3-1-2 crew. 3-1-2 crew.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's Buzelis. Outside Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's Topic. Ball outside. Pass to Topic. Duran, the screen. The kick out to Ball. The 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Boozer. They set the pick. Duran with a rebound. Chicago has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Buzelis. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Driving in, and he goes in for the dunk.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
The Bulls trail by 3. Here's Topic. The shot, and it falls all over the rim and in.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Stokes. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Stokes has got 6 here in the quarter.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And it's the Bulls' ball. Pass to Duren. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line for the Lakers, number 3, 2 shots.
The first one falls. Chicago making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so here is Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Ball passes to Duren. Here's Topic. Dort defending. Bryant outside to tie it up. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
13 foul. At the line for the Lakers, number 3. At the line for 1.
And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 3. Inside, here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren. That gives him a double-double.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Charity stripe shot. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Duren. Bryant outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
At the line for Chicago, Bryant.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him take care of business at the line.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Boozer. That one no good. Excellent D there from Bryant. Chicago has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Ball outside. Over Dort. Rebound, the Lakers. Boozer's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Good D by Duren.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Anunoby passes to Ball. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
While he's a bit undersized for a four, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. A minute 35 left to play in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Oh, clutch points from Ball. You can't forget he's 6'7", and that really helps him get shots off when it matters the most. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Boozer. Duren with the rebound. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Ball against Dort. Duren with a screen on Dort. Down low. Duren in the post. Count it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Into the lane. Second chance shot. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings them within 1.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamental.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
To the wing on the left. To tie it up. Oh, he got it! He got it to go!
by a big-time player. Now, they asked him for a three, and he delivered.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. We've got Topic. He's out there with ball. OG Anunoby out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Bryant in at the 4 spot.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And time now for our player of the game.